first ghost face came to the game, which was almost a surprise, but really kind of a big deal.
Do you know what happened? They accidentally put him on the live servers, and someone was streaming and got lucky that they got like a dev update.
Really?
Yeah, a dev version of the game, and that's how Ghostface got leaked.
At the moment, it's still today one of the biggest things out there. Then we released the Cursed Legacy, which was the first time we went back to tell even more of the backstory of some of our characters. And then we just released the Chains of Hate, which was a completely new take on the horror setups that we tend to do with the game. And the first gun in the game. We also
Billy had a gun.
Released the archive
in his cosmetic. He smacks you with like the hilt of a shotgun.
Such a huge and important part of the rhythm of the game and the content there. We've released 3 new tomes for the game, and each one of them came with some improvements to the feature and new types of content. We've also did a major update on Freddy. A much needed update on Freddy.
Thank you for that.
You liked. We did the same for
the
Doctor.
They promised that for like 2 years before it happened.
It was 2 years.
It was something like that.
What I believe might be the most impressive piece of content, I want to say ever created in the history of video games, but I might be overstating it just a little bit.
Okay.
Bunny Fong came out.
Yes!
Finally.
Yes! I agree.
He called her Fong.
It might be pronounced Fong.
In the last month.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's the director of the game, so I assume he knows.
Over 1 million daily users. That means 1 million people played the game in one form or another during a single day. That's crazy. Then we also broke another number this year. More than 20 million people now have played Dead by Daylight.
Dang.
So thank you. And
before we go see what the Fog Whisperers have prepared for us, it is now the time to reveal our winners.
I haven't even seen any of them. I've seen a good Legion one, and if it's not that Legion one, I'm out.
After last year's success, we were sure we wanted to do a redo for the 4th anniversary. And this year, you guys blew us out of the water.
It took them like
it was a
6 months to come out with it, though.
Make. We started by going over the 1,000 entries, one by one, and ended up selecting 30 per role. So 30 for killers and 30 for survivors.
What? Huh?
Then our art and creative director ended up choosing our winners.
Oh.
Here are our final nominees.
That's a good
That's a Yui skin.
Oh, a Yui.
Oh, that Huntress.
That's
a sick Legion as well.
And
the Legion or the Huntress. The Legion or the Huntress. Or the Yui.
Here are our 2 winners.
Yes! That was the Legion one I was talking about!
Oh!
That is so cool! And is that Claudette?
That's Claudie.
Out of over 1,000 entries, yours was chosen.
Dang, I wish it was the Yui one though.
The Yui one was good.
Things like that.
Yeah,
really get people excited. And obviously we
what are they gonna do next? What are they gonna do next?
How to create assets in the last 4 years.
Do Macmillan's. Macmillan's looks good.
So what's
or
coming
Haven.
In the
or
next
the game,
year, among other things, it's a huge graphic update.
Oh,
and
so like remastering it.
I'd like us to talk a little bit about what we're going to do with that.
Show us some teasers.
Dead by Daylight can continue to not just be relevant and be a game that people
they changed the graphics.
Playing, which we keep saying we want to do.
When I started playing, like November
2017
or 18 or something like that.
And proudly next to all these next-gen games that are coming in the next few years.
They changed the running animations.
Last year,
I know
we
that.
updated the Lery's Memorial map, and it was pretty great. The feedback from the community was really good, and even you, Mathieu, was asking me how we managed to make this so frightening. So this year, we're going to go beyond this. We are going to update all the maps that are in the game, but that's not going to be only that. It's going to be a massive graphical update. We're going to review all the special effects, the animation, and we're going to add more lighting in the game so we can play more with the tension and the creepiness in the trials.
Dang.
We really want to deep dive into the core aspect of Dead by Daylight, which is horror. So now it's 4 years of assets that we need to.
It looks so different.
So it's going to be a small task. That is why we're going to do it.
It's just
in
improved
different phases
textures
throughout the year.
That's hilarious.
The goal, as you mentioned, Mathieu,
generators
is
look
to
sick.
stay true to the nature of Dead by Daylight while also continuing to be the reference in horror gaming for the years to come.
Awesome. I cannot wait. And just to specify this, we actually did put a full team on just that task, making sure that we can, ramp up every single asset that we've had, which there's a lot of stuff in Dead by Daylight since its inception. Now, talking about graphic update is really cool, but everybody wants to see something. Is there anything we can show them at this point? I mean, it's early on, but there must be a little something.
Yeah, we are very excited with what we have done so far. So we have some assets who are still work in progress, but of course we want to share with you what it's looking like.
Oh, they're actually showing gameplay? Okay, Batum, preschool. Oh!
Ooh, everything just
Look at the
creepier.
lighting!
It's kind of hard on the glare.
Okay, old.
Oh!
What?
Dang!
Holy crap. Okay.
This is gonna be cool. Oh
my!
The game looks
it's so much more. Like, I think we know what we're thinking of, but we don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh! It looks so much more like
creepy and dark,
and like the ambiance.
Like it'll be harder to see the killer and stuff.
That is so cool! The Yamaoka estate.
That's
soon.
Yeah. Okay, I've just been told we actually can take a little moment to talk to you about what's coming next. So, let's take a step back. About 4 years ago, first licensed chapter we've ever had was Halloween. Probably one of the top legends of the horror movie world.
Yep.
It really legitimized us as a great reference for horror in video games. Today, we have another landmark moment where we're going to present to you a huge deal. For us, it's amazing. We've been fans of this license for a long time. We're very excited to show you and to let you hear what it sounds like when we bring these legendary icons into Dead by Daylight. So, roll the clip.
I'm dying. No, I can't. No.
Who that?
I don't know. It's Pyramid Head!
Who?
Pyramid Head!
Who's that? I recognize
it's Silent Hill!
Oh!
Oh my gosh! No, that's Pyramid Head, not the execution! They were right! They called out that was the Pyramid Head thing!
Oh!
Remember when I showed that to you? Did I show that to you?
No.
I showed that to Joseph.
Super excited to
I was gonna watch the Silent Hill series too, but I didn't.
Of Dead by Daylight. As you've seen, we are going into a video game horror classic. We're going to the realm of Silent Hill.
Oh my gosh!
Silent Hill was one of the first horror game I played, and I was absolutely
That's Kojima Productions. The same people that made Death Stranding, same people that made Metal Gear Solid.
License.
I
Starting
think.
with the map. Well, there's a lot of really cool
It's
locations.
Pyramid Head first.
We decided
You
to
don't know who
use
Pyramid Head
one
is,
of the
do you?
most iconic ones.
Go
So
away.
we bring you to Midwich Elementary School.
White.
The two-story
elementary
building
school.
is filled with thematized rooms. All the Silent Hill fans will be able to revisit that famous location. There's a music room, the chemist lab, there's the nurse office, there's all of these little secrets around. There's obviously this exterior courtyard in the middle of the map. That's a very new layout in Dead by Daylight. Even the clock tower is there. We've also filled the map with all sort of surprises and secrets for all of you.
No, wait,
fans
he's
out there.
smacking with the sword. You dragged the sword.
To the Silent
That's
Hill franchise.
cool.
Survivor of
Probably
the
makes a
chapter
lot of noise,
is
though.
Cheryl Mason.
Probably.
You might know her as Heather Mason. That's how she was called as the protagonist of the Silent Tree game. Cheryl's a very interesting character. She's a powerful protagonist. She's also conflicted, and she went through the ordeal of facing the Silent Hill nightmare We learn through the Silent Hill 3 narrative that she is the reincarnation of two souls. So we really wanted to show into her perks this duality.
Oh, they're gonna tell us the perks.
And also her link to the dark forces of Silent Hill. So let's talk about the perks.
Ooh.
Soul Guard gives you endurance after being healed or after recovering from
That's
dying
so
state.
good.
That's
Also,
nuts.
if you are currently cursed, you can recover from dying by yourself.
That is
Cheryl's
nuts
second
for
perk,
the
Blood
people,
Pact,
picking them up
links
off the
you to
ground,
obsession.
and
So
they're
if you
in.
or the obsession are injured,
That's
you will see each other
insane.
again. As soon as one or the other is healed, you'll gain the haste effect for a limited time.
What?
And last but not least, the third perk, for the first time, gives the power to the survivor to control a little bit the entity. Repressed Alliance allows you to call upon the entity to block generators.
So they can't kick it.
With this chapter and character, we also introduce
What?
a new type of cosmetic called Legendary Skins.
Ooh.
Legendary outfits are really cool. They are not just an outfit. They actually completely change the character you're controlling.
Oh.
So for example, the first legendary skin that's going to appear in this chapter is Lisa Garland. So you'll be able to take Cheryl Mason and transform into Lisa. The killer of the chapter is none other than Pyramid Head, and he comes to Dead by Daylight with the name The Executioner. And I just want to add something here. The Pyramid Head that's coming to DBD is the classic Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2, straight from the tormented mind of James Sunderland. Pyramid Head's power roots itself in the dark forces of Silent Hill. So first of all, obviously you have this big, giant knife that you're wielding. And with it, you have a special attack. The special attack is a range attack that goes even through collision. Where it gets really interesting is that Pyramid Head can plant his knife in the ground and draw trenches around the map. These trenches, when the survivor goes through them, will make them tormented. So tormented is a killer effect that at first seems like it's not doing anything. But if you're suffering from the tormented killer effect and you're in the dying state, that's where it gets really interesting. So Pyramid Head can, instead of grabbing you and bringing you to a hook, he can decide to call upon the forces of Silent Hill, which will grab the survivor and send him directly to a cage of atonement. The cage is
A way
similar to
against
a hook in
DS.
mechanics. The survivor gets stuck in there, he can get saved by others, and he will go through 3 phases as well until he is sacrificed, just like on the hook.
What?
The thing though is that Pyramid Head saves a lot of time. All the grab, the transporting, and the hooking, that's done automatically. When the survivors are ripe for a sacrifice, if they are caught in the tormented killer effect and in the dying state, Pyramid Head will be able to call upon a final
This
judgment
is more
on them.
No.
That's a way of saying that they can kill them instantly. It's like
If
a
they're on
mini
last
mode.
hook.
Now let's talk a little bit about the perks of Pyramid Head. They bring new tools for deception. The first perk, Force Penance, will give the Oblivious status effect to a survivor that protects another survivor from a hit.
Mm.
Pyramid Head's second perk, Trail of Torment, will make him undetectable when he breaks a gen. We'll also
pretty
highlight
good.
this gen in a yellow aura for the survivors.
Oh.
And the last perk, Deadbound, will link a healer to a healed survivor. If they run too far from each other, they'll suffer from the Oblivious status effect.
Both of them.
So that's it. That's the Silent Hill chapter. Again,
Those are some
we're
good
super
perks
happy and proud
from
to
this chapter.
have had the chance to work with such a fantastic franchise. Personally, I'm a huge fan. I'm super stoked to see all the stories that's going to happen with these characters. I'm glad that Pyramid Head and Cheryl have a new life into our universe. What's also super exciting is that the PTB with the Silent Hill chapter will be available right now. So you'll be able to download it and try it for yourself. And it's going to be
We need to
released
download
also
that.
very soon. As a last message, I would like to say to everyone, to all of you fantastic community, happy 4th anniversary. Thank you for all your support, all the ideas, all the meaningful discussion that we have online with all of you. You've been fantastic, and I'm going to raise my glass to several more years. Cheers.
Wow, thank you, Dave. How awesome is that? Okay, so Okay, listen to me, I'm gonna say that. If you want to play Silent Hill in Dead by Daylight, if you're on PC right now, the PTB is happening now. You can go press the button and play Silent Hill in Dead by Daylight. It's crazy. Now, for everybody else or the people who don't like the PTB, you can wait until the full release, which is going to be about 3 weeks from now. We'll give more details as things come along. But if you are eager to get your hands on the Silent Hill chapter of Dead by Daylight PTB right now. Now I have to take a second, step back and give a huge thank you, a big shout out to everybody who makes this happen. So that's everybody on the team, whether it's the programmers, the artists, the designers, the community management team, the marketing people who make sure that you know about this, the PR, the people who are doing the video editing, the capture, the people who are doing all our data analysis. Every single person that's involved in this project from close or from far, thank you so very much for the amazing work that you do every single day. It's really appreciated. I think that we can all agree that this is a special team full of crazy passionate people, so thank you. And then a huge thank you on top of that to you out there, every player out there, everyone that is part of what makes Dead by Daylight such a vibrant and exciting community to play in all the time. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being constructive and positive and being supportive of what we do. And thank you for following us in this sort of crazy ride that we are on. We are so humbled and excited to celebrate our 4th year anniversary with you today, and we are eager to celebrate a few more in the coming years.
All of the
Konami, not Kojima, Konami. That's it. I need to listen to the Survivor perks again. What they do.
well, the pickup one was really the only important.
I didn't hear the second one.
To control a little bit the entity. That's how she was called as the protagonist of the Silent Hill.
Let's watch this again.
I thought it was gonna be like.
We learned through the Silent Hill tree. Now, if there is healed, you'll gain the haste effect for a limited time.
The haste
Lana is
effect.
a powerful protagonist. She's also conflicted, and she went through the ordeal of facing that she is the reincarnation of, and also her link to the dark forces of Silent Hill. So let's talk about the perks. Soul Guard gives you endurance after being healed or after recovering from the dying state. But also, if you are currently cursed, you can recover from dying by yourself. Cheryl's second perk, Blood Pact, links you to the obsession. So if you or the obsession are injured, you will see each other aura. As soon as one or the other is healed, you'll gain the haste effect for a limited time.
Oh, it's not bad.
So if you're
And last
healed
but
by
not
the
least, third
obsession,
perk, for
or
the
what?
first time, gives the power to the survivor to control a little bit the entity. Repressed Alliance allows you to call upon the entity to block generators.
So that's only good for